So I want to talk about Ethereum's first breakout on the daily chart since January of this year. Could it signal the breakout of Ethereum and, of course, altcoins? You can see following 𝗬𝘗, we have a sea of green in crypto. What's interesting, stocks are in the red, so we may be seeing a bit of a decoupling. So in this video, I'm going to give you my latest analysis for Ethereum, following on from my latest video where I called the bottom at $1,400. We have to quickly look at Bitcoin because also it is soaring, very much acting like gold. It isn't performing like the stock market like it usually does following the S&P and the NASDAQ. It's decoupled. Bitcoin is breaking out as well on the daily chart, closing in on about $89,000. Let's talk about Ethereum. So as you can see on the daily chart, we have broken this daily downtrend. At the moment, we are still waiting for a breakout above the major local resistance, which is about $1,650. You could say from 1650 up to about 1680. That's where the major resistance in the chart is right now. Yes, I have a long trade open from before. It was in my last video, I think, several $100 in a loss. We're near enough break even now, and it was in profit earlier today. So I'm going to update you on my take profit levels in a moment, so stay tuned for that. So Bitcoin's broken out. Ethereum on the daily is looking likely it's broken out. A clearer picture on that trade looks something like this. The next major level of, let's say, take profits is around $2,000 as that psychological level. So I posted this on my X earlier about altcoin season is here. And as you can see from this chart, it's very much not here, but the best time to buy altcoins is, of course, when the Bitcoin season is at its lowest. But the thing that ignites altcoin season is Ethereum. So we need to watch closely before we can start calling altcoin season and meme coins and so on. You do typically have in bull markets in April 17, 2021, 2025. We suspect that's when altcoin season will ignite. But of course, first of all, we need to see this Ethereum chart break out in a bigger way. We are seeing the dollar being crushed, which is good for risk assets, including Ethereum. We are seeing potential quantitative easing starting, rate cuts happening all around the world, in the States next, possibly going to happen. And on the weekly chart for Ethereum, you can see we've got this nice liquidation to the downside, taking out all that liquidity, and it does look like a reversal is in place for the Ethereum price, hence why I've opened up this Ethereum long trade. I've opened that, by the way, using 𝗀𝗵𝗵𝗺 perpetual. So if you open up a trade, whether it be Bitcoin, Ethereum in coin margin, you don't have to sell it into USDT, and all your profits will be in the increasing asset, in this case of Ethereum. If you want to open a trade, I've got a link below for FEMX, and currently, guys, you'll get 20% back of your first deposit as a cashback up to $500. It's a no KYC whitelist link. Also, let me show you these trades. So currently we're seeing this setup, but most importantly, I want to go back to this setup I put in the Telegram group, where this is basically the trade I have open and the resistance levels I'm looking at. This is played out as a double bottom, and we're just waiting now for resistance to come up to about $2,000, $2,100. So when I'm not posting on YouTube, you can follow all my trade signals there. But the next chart I want to show you is this. This is peculiar, guys. Every single drawdown in Ethereum seems to be about $2,700. So I'm not to $2,700, but $2,700 as a price move. And we've just completed that. So spooky or not, is the bottom end? I think it is. Let me know in the comments. The Bitcoin dominance also looks to me like it's topping out. It hasn't broken this resistance line at the 66%. And if it does break to the upside, of course, Ethereum and altcoins are in danger. But if it does meet that resistance, it looks to me like we're going to get an altcoin season very, very soon. And this trade is going to go pretty much parabolic. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.